Hey budgeting friends, how are you guys doing? So my name is Lucy and today I'm gonna be telling you guys how I started my very own Etsy shop 2 years ago. So yeah, stay tuned and you will know how much it cost me, what I started with, and all that. Grab one of my permanent markers. By the way, I have these on my Etsy shop, these cute pencil markers or whatever bags. And then I bought these at Aldi's. Kudos to Aldi's, you guys, because it's like so many markers, permanent markers for like, I think it was like $6. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So last week I made a video and I told you guys a little bit of how I started my Etsy shop, and someone suggested that I make a video, or they asked that I didn't include all that information on how much I started my Etsy shop with and all that. So let's go ahead and get into that. So first of all, you have to start, so when you want to start an Etsy shop, you have to know what kind of products you're going to be doing. If you want to start an Etsy shop, if you want to go with the Etsy platform, I do suggest to start with things that you make yourself, just because the Etsy platform is more known for things that you make. So you're going to have more success. And let's go ahead and put an example, my example of the budgeting shop, just because, I want to give you guys the numbers and all that of what I spent. Okay, so you decide you want an Etsy shop. You think of a name, also a logo, and you either create a website, well, not necessarily a website, you can do a Facebook or Instagram dedicated for that. Okay, and obviously all this is not going to cost you anything. The Etsy shop, you can open it for free. The name, you can just think about it. Don't do an LLC yet. The logo, you can use Canva, the free edition. So you use the free edition to just come up with a logo. And then obviously Facebook and Instagram are going to be free. So pretty much you're not spending any money right here. Okay, so then once you have the store, then you make the product. So then that's when you're going to invest a little bit. And I'm saying a little bit because honestly, to this day, I haven't spent a lot of money in my Etsy shop, just because I don't really believe in having a large stock of inventory, because it doesn't, what if it doesn't sell? Then a lot of things, I just like bringing new things and being able to make them. Or when I use the binders that I use for the saving challenges, I order them. So at this point, I don't bring anything from overseas. So my prices might be a little bit more expensive. However, I don't have to struggle with inventory. So I was saying, I don't have to struggle with bringing things overseas. I don't pay tariffs or anything like that. So I want to keep it that way for now. And I'm being very transparent here with you guys, because I know that there's a lot of people that order a lot of things from China, bring them in. That's how they operate their business. That's not how I operate my business at this time. I might change my mind, but as of now, this works for me. So let's go ahead and see what I needed to begin with. So you need a laminator. It doesn't have to be a great one, because I'm telling you guys, I've gone through 4 or 5 laminators throughout this time that I've owned my Etsy shop. So you can do a laminator. If you want to start with a really nice quality, if you have the money, you can do that. If not, you can, there's laminators at Walmart for $17, and they were good to start. So so a laminator, let's say about $30 if you want to get a medium quality. You also need the lamination pouches. And those, depending on how also you purchase them, if you start like with 2 packs, I believe with like 500 5 ml, they're like $30 as well. And all right, so now that we got a lamination machine, pouches, and then you obviously need the paper. I use the cardstock. I'm trying to think how much that is. So this usually runs between $8 and $15. So we'll put 15. So now you have your cardstock, your lamination sheets, and your laminator. So with that, and along with your Canva, which is going to be very important, Canva, is going to be very important to start your Etsy shop. Like I said, to this day, I do not own the Canva Pro. I don't pay for the subscription for the Canva Pro. You can if you want. It's like $12.99 a month. I don't, because you're able to do so many things without, the subscription. So you make sure you get the Canva or an app that's going to help you design. Make your designs. Have your laminator, your pouches, and your cardstock, and you have yourself your saving challenges ready. So this is something that I have at hand, so we'll just use this as an example. So obviously you're gonna cut it. Oh, I'm forgetting something. So the cutter, your paper cutter doesn't have to be really expensive. I think I started with one that was like on Amazon for like $10. So $10, and all this you can find either at Walmart or Amazon. So you're gonna need your paper cutter to cut it. You're also gonna need some, once you have your Etsy shop and you have your first order or whatever, you're gonna need like some simple envelopes. I don't have the envelopes that I use right now, but I have this card that my husband gave me for, I don't even know when it is, honestly, Mother's Day maybe. It's an envelope like this. This is gonna fit pretty much all of your saving challenges, whatever you get. Then you're able to print a label on your Etsy. They'll take it off the money that whatever, well, let's say that they buy like a saving challenge for $3, and then plus shipping it's another $1. So the customer pays $4, and then you're able to buy a label for $1. So that's how it works. You don't have to spend your money on shipping because Etsy already does it for you. So, all right, so we got that. Okay, so you're gonna need some envelopes. You can get some starter envelopes off of Amazon or Walmart. Walmart has really good quality. Well, yeah, actually they are good quality because an envelope is an envelope, and they're about like $10 for like, I believe it was like 100 envelopes for $10. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's how it started. So all right, so now that you have your envelopes and everything else, obviously you're gonna wanna get some like cute like cute bags or whatever to wrap your saving challenges and all that. I would suggest to reuse. I still, to this point, I reuse. So let's say I'm not sure what I had purchased that came in this little bag. I still save it to reuse it. That's how I am. I feel like I protect the environment as well as save money. So if they're in good conditions, why not reuse it? So that's one suggestion that I have for you to save money on this. Also, if you do like the scratch, the scratch of saving challenges, you can purchase some of these scratch of stickers, and you can purchase them from Amazon. The more you buy, the less you pay. So I suggest getting more, but if you need just a few to start off with, you can also do that. So we went over that. What else am I missing? So this is just like improvised. So let's go ahead, now that we have the quantity, now that I have all of this, we'll go ahead and add And this is for saving challenges. If you wanted to do like a saving, like a binder or whatever, that depends. It depends on what kind of binder you want to offer and what, what quality and all that. But let me show you guys a binder that I have here at hand, and then I'll tell you guys, what you can buy. Give me a second. I had this binder here at hand because I made the wrong one. So this one was the wrong one, so I didn't mail it, obviously. So as you can see, you can reuse this, but you can buy, like a clear binder or whatever you can find, and just make the saving challenges. And if you want, you can do the hole puncher. The hole puncher is about $10 for a cheap one. So let's include that just in case you need it or want it. The hole puncher. Actually, it's not even, I'm not sure how much it is, but we'll put $10. And then you're also going to need these. And this was like maybe $6 at Amazon. And this is like to do the edges. It just depends on the preference. But what is it? Like the edge cutter. And this is about $6. All right. So like I was saying, you can just purchase the binder and then just do the saving challenges, buy different stickers, scratch up stickers or whatever. And then you have yourself a binder to sell. So these, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, I don't buy in bulk. I just get them, as people make a purchase, I order them. That way I always have them on stock. I don't have overstock. I don't have to keep inventory of the overstock. However, it might be a little bit more expensive to do it the way I do it. But at the end of the day, I'm saving money because I don't have overstock and I'm not, hurrying up to try to like sell everything and space, even though I have the space here in my office, but I just don't want to deal with inventory. So you can find these at any store that they buy. You can look them up online. Amazon has some. You just have to look at different deals. Sometimes you might find good deals. So in different colors also. So this one you can find it for, let's put binder. You can find it for about, I would say $5 the most, or $6. We'll just do $5 just for the purpose of this. So alrighty, you guys, let's go ahead and add this up and see how much you would be having to spend to do your own Etsy shop or budgeting shop. So paper cutter, envelopes, okay? All right, so if you were to do only saving challenges to start off, you would spend around $95 and you would have like extra laminate, some extra pouches, a lot of extra pouches actually, cardstock, you would have a paper cutter, you would have envelopes, and it would be $95 with supplies worth. You can make, let's see, you can make a lot of saving challenges. Let me see, I'm not that good at math, but I would say 500. Yeah, you can make like more than 1,000 saving challenges with that product, with the pouches. However, you might have to refill the cardstock. So $95, guys. So then if you want to start off with the saving challenges and the binders, around, so you would have to get the hole puncher too, the edge cutter if you wanted to, and then the binders. So about 116, and you can start, with the one binder and a lot of supplies for saving challenges. So yeah, you guys, I really, really hope that this video motivates you to do whatever you want to do. This is just an explanation of how I started my budgeting journey, my budgeting shop, my Etsy shop. And like I have mentioned before, this is a hobby. If you like this video, please give it a like. Comment down below. Tell me if you want to start an Etsy shop and what kind of products do you want to offer. And also just say hi and just leave your comment.